After a thrilling Game 1 victory yesterday, the Jackets returned to the ice forum to conclude the weekend series with Duke on senior night. Hello everybody and welcome back to the GT Hockey YouTube channel. I'm Sterling Caligers here with two special guests today, Jack Golick and Andy Hildrum. How are you all doing?
Great. Yeah, doing great. Excited to watch some hockey.
Well, I'm very happy to have you both here. Unfortunately, not the best circumstances, but thank you for joining us here tonight. And we hope to put on a good show for you. The players did that yesterday in an amazing 4-3 victory for Georgia Tech. 3 minutes left in the game, AJ Degliamberto scored the game winner. Jack, what was it like to play out there in that back and forth game?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Had a great crowd. Wasn't expecting that. Yeah, I mean, I think I think we played pretty well.
Andy, the past few games here have been absolutely electric. We know the team's been doing a lot to promote these games, but how do you feel when you come here and see all of these GT students and fans supporting the team?
I mean, it's awesome to see. You know, I'm a little crippled right now, but I got to watch the game from kind of the fan side yesterday for actually the first time, and it was a ton of fun. Watching AJ's goal at the end was awesome. I mean, it's awesome to see all the students come out. Yesterday we had a ton of rowdy students in the fans, and I mean, they were getting us hyped. I know the boys feel the energy of it on the ice, so I mean, it's always awesome to get some people out to the game.
That's fantastic. Now, with last night's win, Georgia Tech did end up locking up the Georgia division, giving them a first-round bye in the ACC playoffs. Now, as we talked about, those playoffs are huge, as winning the conference is realistically the only way Tech's going to make the AAU National Championship, as they sit at number 17 with the top 12 teams qualifying for the tournament. But do either of you guys have any good memories from that Nationals run last season? It was a great time for me to broadcast there, but what about you guys?
Yeah, I mean, I could start. I mean, it was a ton of fun. You know, the tournament's down in Jacksonville. I think it's down in Jacksonville again this year. You know, it was during our spring break, unfortunately, but because we're in Jacksonville, you know, it's still a ton of fun. In between games, we got to go to the beach, hang out as a team, you know, really build that off-ice chemistry. And got a couple really big wins. I mean, I don't know if Jack has anything to add to that.
Yeah, no, I think it was a lot of fun. I flew home for 2 days, came back, went right to Jacksonville. I mean, it's great to see all the teams there from not just our region, but across the East Coast and up into Canada. So it was a lot of fun. 1 game per day meant we could explore the city and go to the beach a bit. So yeah, it was really fun time to be on the team. And yeah, hopefully we can pull it off again this year.
And really quickly for Duke, we talked about this is huge for them as they sit in 12th out of 14 in the ACC with the top 12 making the playoffs. They sit with 4 points. George Mason with 3. They play Navy tonight. The rest of their games are non-con, so we think they're out of the race. But Princeton sitting with 2 points. They have an ACC matchup tonight against St. Joseph's, the #1 team in the conference. So it'll be up to them to get a win to try to jump Duke here tonight. But we're just about ready to get set for this one. We'll take you to the lines and pairs coming up next. Thanks for joining us, you guys, and thank you for joining us at home. Don't go anywhere.
Go Jackets.
is proud to honor our graduating seniors as they enter the next chapter of their lives. Each of these students has helped to grow this team with their amazing talents, and we would like to recognize all of their contributions. First up, from Tampa, Florida, number 14, Pranay Prasanna. Pranay is joined by his father, Rajagopalan, and his mother, Ringaniyaki. Pranay has been playing hockey for 17 years, with the last 4 as a member of this Yellow Jackets team, putting in 19 goals and 25 assists. Pranay will graduate this spring with a major in computer science and plans to work as a technology consulting associate in SAP at PwC in New York City. Fans, please give a big round of applause for Pranay Prasanna. Next up, from Hopkinton, New Hampshire, number 22, Ethan Molnar. Ethan is joined by his father, Dennis. Ethan has spent the last 4 years of his 18-year career with the Yellow Jackets, amassing 24 goals and 25 assists. He will be graduating this spring with a major in aerospace engineering. Upon graduation, Ethan plans to work in an engineering role and will continue playing men's league hockey. Fans, make some noise for Ethan Molnar. Our next graduating senior, from Alpharetta, Georgia, number 13, Keegan Goodell. Keegan is joined by his parents, Jeffrey and Krista, and his brother, Evan. Keegan started playing hockey 18 years ago and has been with the Yellow Jackets for the last 3.5, contributing 16 goals and 13 assists. He will be graduating this spring with a major in chemical engineering and plans to work with ExxonMobil as a petroleum engineer in Midland, Texas. Fans, please give a big round of applause for Keegan Goodell. Next up, from Chisago City, Minnesota, number 7, Colin Dorcas. Colin is joined by his father, Wade. Colin began his hockey journey 18 years ago and has been a Yellow Jacket for the last 3. During his tenure, he has scored 23 goals and leads the team in assists with 51. He will be graduating this spring with a major in civil engineering and plans to be a general contractor in construction. Fans, make some noise for Colin Dorcas. Our next player from Cumming, Georgia, your captain, number 10, AJ Degliamberto. AJ is joined by his parents, Jim and Alyssa, and his sister, Ava. AJ began playing hockey 11 years ago and has been with the Jackets for the last 3. He has totaled 7 goals and 12 assists in his time here and will be graduating in the spring with a major in business administration. AJ will be continuing his education with plans to attend grad school for analytics. Fans, please give a big round of applause for AJ Degliamberto. Your Yellow Jackets would also like to recognize the contributions made by our off-ice team members. Each of these individuals has brought their talents to this team and has helped grow this organization to what it is today. Our first team member is social media manager Erica Mendez. Erica has worked to keep all of you informed through our social media channels, helping to grow our online presence and build a stronger relationship between this Yellow Jackets team and our amazing fans. Our next team members are head manager and team photographer, Elizabeth Appelkova. Elizabeth has been a pivotal part of this Yellow Jackets team, helping to bring you some fantastic photos of all the on-ice action. She also helps with game day operations and making sure every team member has what they need to succeed. And finally, this team owes a great amount of gratitude to our amazing broadcast director and play-by-play man, Sterling Kalajeris. Sterling has helped to grow this team behind the scenes and has built an outstanding live stream for all of our family and friends who can't always attend. His dedication and passion are unrivaled, and his glorious goal calls will undoubtedly be missed. Fans, please give a big round of applause for Erica, Elizabeth, Sterling, and all of our graduating players. Now it's time to meet tonight's starting lineup, beginning with the visiting Blue Devils. Starting on defense, number 88, Alex Zhang. Also on defense, number 28, Dylan Yang. Starting at left wing, number 11, Liam Byrne. Starting at right wing, number 22, Sheridan Riley. Starting at center, number 25, Max Honeybone. And in goal, number 29, Daniel Foley. And now the starting lineup for your Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Starting on defense, number 14, Pranay Prasanna. Also on defense, number 10, AJ Tagliamberto. Starting at left wing, number 22, Ethan Molnar. Starting at right wing, number 13, Keegan Goodell. Starting at center, number 7, Colin Dorcas. And in goal for your Yellow Jackets, number 30, Ryan Graff. Fans, at this time, we ask that everyone rise, if you are able, for the playing of our national anthem.
All right, time to talk starting goaltenders here, brought to you by Community Q. Thank you for your support as always. Ryan Graff for Georgia Tech, playing in his 23rd game of the season. Last night went 13 for 16, looking to win game number 2 here this weekend. Daniel Foley's back at it for Duke, had a phenomenal 34 for 38 save performance yesterday to improve to a .907 save percentage.
goes off.
Okay, yeah, I just took it off. This is yeah, I won't pick you off. Georgia Tech and Duke getting ready for game number 2. Colin Dorcas against Max Honeyboat for the opening draw. Dorcas wins it, and here we go. Tech in the navy blue moving left to right on your screen. Duke in the white moving right to left. Now, Jack, yesterday when we were predicting the uniform matchup, I believe this was your prediction.
Yes, this was my prediction. And then yesterday, after making that prediction, I got word 20 minutes later I was responsible for the gold jerseys.
Oh.
So I was wrong.
Well, you got it now.
Yes. I just want to point out the starting lineup for Georgia Tech here. All 5 of our seniors are on the ice, 4 of which are forwards, and then Pranay can play forward and defense. So it's a pretty special thing for Coach Roberts to put these 5 out there. These esteemed gentlemen who've accomplished so much in their time here. I couldn't be happier for them.
Yeah. Glad to see the boys aren't doing too bad on defense as well. For 5 forwards out there.
Well, you make a great point. We saw a lot yesterday. The top 6 was comprised of 5 seniors with an all-senior top line. And a good way to start this game by honoring them as well. Thumbs Up Diner keeps the tradition of the neighborhood diner alive in Atlanta. Stop by their Marietta Street location right behind the Georgia Tech CRC today. Georgia Tech looking to outlet it the other way with Ethan Molnar. Tries to work around his man Lewis Lapham, who he told you to watch out for yesterday. 2 goals last week against App State. There's a shot through traffic deflected wide as they're going to look to rim it around the wall with Wigmore. But first to it, Molnar for Tech. Looking for an option and tries to get it in deep with Dorcas here. At the far wall, gonna cut to the slot. That one nearly went in, I think, off the side of the goal. And it's picked up by Kevin Dugan. Some pressure from Molnar and he wins it back. On the backhand to the left point with Boyd. Right back to that far half wall and back in deep with Dorcas. Gets it to Sawyer Howe, who's back in the lineup tonight, leading goal scorer for Tech thus far. Top of the zone, Boyd shot, blocked in front. Now Lee with the lane, lets it go, and a stop made by Daniel Foley.
It was a great play there by Joshua Lee to get the pucks to the net.
I will say, Sterling, I've been seeing Josh Lee been put on a lot more offensive momentum recently while he's in the zone, a lot more confidence with the puck. It's been fun to see.
Yeah, great point. When we talked to Coach Roberts before the outdoor game, he made a specific note about Joshua Lee. He really likes that he's always willing to join the offense, join the rush. But this season in particular, he's very proud of his development on the back end as well. Duke looking to break it out here, turning it over to Greg Steckel. Now Prasanna left circle. There's a shot, and Foley the save. The rebound available, doesn't get it to go.
This crowd is loving it when 14's on the ice, Sterling. I expect to hear their chants all night long.
We'd love to hear that. Another great crowd at the ice for him tonight. Again, one more game here on Wednesday against KSU. In what was an electric atmosphere last weekend against the Owls. A centering feed there doesn't work out. Levi Miller holds the line, put back in deep, and Foley rims it around. Zach Keschner tries to get to it for Tech, pops free into the slot, looks to be swung out the other way, but back with Steckel. Here goes Steckel, looks to cut to the net, backdoor feed for Connolly. Not crisp enough, but a great look from Steckel to Connolly.
Connolly gets him the puck there. That does not look fun, right? Right under the shoulder pad there.
Yeah, that can't feel good.
Off of our own guy's shot, too. That's unfortunate.
Well, a neutral zone face-off will ensue as a result. Umberto for Tech, who had the game-winning goal with 2.5 minutes yesterday, as that was Honeybone facing off against him. Goodell below the goal line here, picked up by Lapham, and now Braden King, unable to hold the zone, will regroup, has an option to his right, and Roy takes it up ahead. Honeybone the interception, as Duke will touch onside. King looking to break it out to Keschner. Off the wall, that was Charlie Boggs, and now behind the net of Foley, back with Lapham. Tries a little deke around Goodell, held in King, his shot blocked by Honeybone, and back with Keschner. Looks to feed Umberto, and a blocker save impressively by Foley. Tech still with control, King's shot deflected wide. Now Aiden Roy down low, Umberto again, another save made. In the near corner, plays it to Keschner. There's some trouble from Charlie Boggs, and it's going to be picked up by Max Honeybone and cleared out of the zone. Alan Zhang looking to win it for Duke, and back with Braden King.
I will say, Sterling, I'm very impressed with the pressure the Jackets are getting early on in the forecheck. It's something much different than yesterday, and I expect this to continue.
It's been all Tech thus far in the offensive zone. Duke looking to change that here, as King went down and could be an odd-man rush with Daniel Shu. Shu left circle, plays it back door, and Shane couldn't get a shot away on the backhand. Saying, let's it go! Let's go! Let's go! Matt Shane with the deflection, his first collegiate goal, and it's 1-0 Tech just 5 minutes in.
First collegiate
It's a
goal
great
for Matt
zip.
Shane. That's
Great zip by Matt Shane, otherwise known as Shaner.
Yeah, Matty Shane, I like to call him. That's awesome to see. You know, earlier this season, he broke his wrist and he was out for a while. I don't think he got to play in that outdoor matchup, but, you know, he's back. He's a committed guy on the team. It's happy to see him get his first one there.
And he was an excellent broadcast partner for the Citadel Game 1. A weird situation on the backhand for Shu. Another chance went wide as he was looking for his first. Another weird deflection. Wow, what a shift it's been for Tech. They can't keep it in here, and it's McLean Boyd. But Matthew Shane, 20 years old, out of Hampton, Maine, his first season here at Tech, finds the back of the net for the first time in his young career. Duke looking to respond here, and they'll work it to the goal line with Alan Chow, who was all over the final scrum in the game yesterday. At the goal line, Eli Rubin now takes a hit from Chow. Right circle shot blocked in front. They'll slide it across to Lewis Lapham, and a kick save made. Boyd trying to get a clear. Shu reverses to McLean Boyd. Played to the near side now. That's Andrew Zhang, and Daniel Shu will clear it to safety. Lewis Lapham on the backhand. Test Ryan Graff. He passes the test and holds on.
I love to see that calm, patient look from Graff. You know, every time you see him off the ice, on the ice, he's always got that calm composure. So that's great to see with the keeper.
100% really quick. From St. Louis style ribs to legendary mac and cheese, Community Q brings home style barbecue just a short drive from campus. Swing by or call ahead Wednesday through Sunday from 11 to 8.
Great pass there by Sawyer Hall in the breakout.
And here goes Molnar, looks to give it back to Lee. Dorcas on the backhand, kicked away there. Looks to dish it to Molnar, hops over his stick, and breaking it out the other way was Daya. He'll get it back here for Duke. Play it to the ice for him. Logo Sawyer, Howe weaving through, and a shot. Rebound. Foley's got it in the glove.
Not often do you see a guy get a perfect rebound of his own like that. But what an effort by Sawyer Howe. It's great to see him back in the lineup tonight.
Yeah, I tell you, it's kind of a hard feeling when you shoot the puck real hard and hit the guy right in the shin pads. But Sawyer did a great job not giving up on that play and getting it to the net.
We've been talking about him a ton. 19 years out of Peachtree Corners, Georgia, as he tests fully again. Has 18 goals in 18 games played, so a goal per game thus far, with 26 points in total. Duke puts it back in deep. Miller looks for Molnar, picked up by Dorcas here, trying to work around his man, Charlie Boggs. Puck got interfered by the linesman, but back into the Tech Go zone, backhanded by Honeybone towards Zhang. Looking to pick it up was Levi Miller, back with Sawyer Howe. Fake the pass to the defenseman, lugs it through neutral ice. Has some room, right circle, draws a penalty on the play. A backhand saucer feed, Miller, he scores!
What a rip there by Levi.
What a shot by Levi Miller.
Levi Miller adds to the scoring, cruising right in. It's 2-0. That was a great feed, I think, from Sawyer Howe. Got it to Miller near the left point. Duke gave him plenty of room to walk right in. Picked his target and let it fly. 2-0, 8 minutes in.
Great to see your D-men get some points too. We've been a big defensive scoring teams, I feel like.
Yeah, 100% for Levi Miller in particular. It's his 6th goal of the season in his 21st game played and his 13th point at large. He's got that puck now, swings it to Lee, and now connects with Zach Keschner. Top of the left circle, drags it to his backhand, looks to throw it in front. Degliumberto is there in the slot. Now Lewis Lapham looking to break it out, sauces it ahead, hops over the stick of Joshua Lee, swatted aside by Ryan Graff. Miller on the backhand gets it back to Lee here. Lee cruises up the near wing, evades a hit, little windmill, he'll stay with it. Lee dropped it off, but no one home for Tech there. In the skates of Keschner now, Lee, right circle, looks for an option, gets it to King. A quick shot, rebound, Goodell, fully got a piece of it, the rebound in the near corner. Another phenomenal look for Tech.
Foley's been sprawling all over his crease this game.
He's been really solid this weekend. As we said, 34 for 38 yesterday, making some great stops here already, despite the 2 goals conceded. Back the other way, Chow whiffed on the shot, but stays with it. Looks to throw it in front. To the near side it goes, and it's going to be collected by Zach Keschner. Keschner's got some space up the near side. He'll slide it across King. He scores!
Mexico for Braden King.
Love to see it from Braden King. Out of Toronto, Canada, this kid can play hockey.
Braden King with his first collegiate goal, and it's 3 on the board, not even 10 minutes in.
Is that his?
What a moment for Braden King. I'm very happy for him right now.
Can't really get much better than that for your first one.
Exactly.
Unreal.
Just what a shot. If you look on the official stats from UAH last season, you'll find Braden King was credited with the goal, but he wasn't even on the ice for that. He told me specifically when he gets his first, make sure it's known that this is actually his first. So what a milestone for number 44.
I could not be happier for him. Great second-year leader on our team. Great guy to have in the locker room. Very happy for Braden King right now.
And what a way to get it, as we said. What a great shot from him. Roy will play it into the far corner with Prasanna. Duke looking to clear. They were hanging around the game yesterday, led it 1-0 after 1. And of course, there was a 1-goal game after 2, thanks to a last-second goal from Ethan Molnar in the second. 4-3 Tech, but this one 3-0 10 minutes in tonight. Zhang shot into the near corner. That's Aiden Roy there as well. Takes a hit from Luke Brandon. That's Sean Connolly, connects with Prasanna, slides it across to Zhang, lets it go, was looking for a tip from Sean Connolly, but corralling this one is Harry Pratt. Pratt takes a big hit from Steckel in front of the penalty box, and it's Prasanna back on it. Prasanna far side now, cuts it back there. He'll try to connect with Greg Steckel. Turning it over the other way to Charlie Boggs, just puts it into the zone. And it's Joshua Lee. Up ahead, this one on goal. Foley gonna stick it ahead. Connects on the tape of Liam Byrne. Byrne 1-on-4 there, has a ton of pressure, but he'll battle for this one. 2 players now, 3 for Duke, 2 for Tech in Eli Rubin and McLean Boyd. Free puck here, won by Boyd, as there's a beautiful deke. He'll play it ahead, but now Lapham flips it right back into the zone and out of play.
I mean, you can't so much as breathe if you're Pranay Prasanna without getting the crowd reaction here. So it's great to see the fans are out. Great to see the guys supporting their seniors on the ice. It's a fun one tonight.
100%, and thank you all at home for tuning in as well. Thank you for all of your amazing chats. Broken ending, yes, 100%. Duke's goalie has been phenomenal thus far. Lapham around, Matthew Shane there for Tech. For Duke, it's gonna be Liam Byrne. Byrne with some room, plays it in deep, and elects to make a line change. That's McLean Boyd up ahead, looking for Rubin here. Matt Shane off the glass, in the skates of Rubin. Will just flip it to safety, and it's one back for Duke by Charlie Boggs. Now McLean Boyd has Joshua Lee to his right, takes a hit there and stays with it behind the net of ground. We'll play it near side towards Eric Soltau, who's back in the lineup. Great to see him here for his 9th game of the season. Eli Rubin up ahead, turned it over to Jack Wigmore, right back in deep. How about this crowd?
They are very excited right now, and why wouldn't they be?
3-0 Tech lead, the fans happy so far. They're looking for more with Joshua Lee, one-on-one situation against Lapham. Lee tries to work around him, Foley passes it to safety, and this one a hand pass.
I tell you what, Sterling, they say a 3-goal lead is the worst lead in hockey for a reason. So Georgia Tech must stay on the gas pedal here if they want to come away with the win.
100%. Sometimes when I bring that up, people say they always believe it's the 2-goal lead. I believe it's 3. I think that's a pretty scary one.
I do as well. You can get complacent very easily if you're not careful with 3 goals. Oh.
Let's see how they do here with Ethan Molnar off the iron.
That could have been in.
That was really close off the crossbar, I believe. Duke looking to respond there, and a hit laid by Levi Miller on Kevin Dugan, who had 2 big goals for Duke yesterday. Rowan Agarwal here looking to start the rush. Will cut to the near wing, and Cruz himself enters the zone, cuts to the slot, the backhand gloved and held by Foley.
Another new guy, on the roster in the lineup this spring, Rowan Agarwal. It's great to see him out, making a big difference in the D lineup.
He's had a very hot start to his career, even in terms of production, with 4 goals in his 4 points, 2 goals, 2 assists in his first 4 games played. Was back in the lineup yesterday, here in game number 6 tonight. He's got that puck now, connects with Ethan Molnar, left wing. Molnar looking to make something happen, gets it to Dorcas and back to Molnar. In front for Howe, and a poke by Foley there. Banked off the wall, and playing it the other way was Duke's number 15, Alex Bend, who I do not believe was in the lineup yesterday, but here for the Blue Devil. Colin Dorcas, far wing Howe, looking to regroup here. Will play it himself middle of the ice. There's a shot and a stop by Foley. A nice wrister there. Foley equal to the task. Duke looking to get it out. Miller holds it in. There's a shot deflected out of play. And so while we have this chance, let's talk Sonny's Barbecue, serving up craftsmanship in every bite since 1968. Discover the magic behind their signature slow smoked meats and time-honored barbecue technique. Face off to the right of Daniel Foley here. It's Dougley Umberto for Tech, winning it cleanly. Braden King, a deflection. That one denied by Foley again. King left point, looking, taking a shot at Pops in front, and it's going to be won back by Lewis Lapham momentarily. Aiden Roy keeps it in, but now off the skate of Liam Byrne, out of the zone. Goodell at the ice for him logo, gets it to Dougley Umberto, little drag there and a path to the net. Foley the save on Dougley Umberto's backhand. They were looking to hit up Goodell there, it pops free in front. Aiden Roy at the right point, lets the slap shot go. Dougley Umberto, another kick save made by Foley, cleared all the way down 200 feet for an icing.
That one's
How about
got
this line? Two seniors, Keegan Goodell and AJ Dougley Umberto, both of which have been very pivotal in my time here at GT Hockey. Keegan, of course, he's been here since I started. Actually, my first shift, I had an assist on his goal. So it's a pretty special memory of mine. He's a great member of the team, very welcoming, his mother as well. So great family out of the Goodells.
That would be against one Oklahoma State University.
Indeed.
Have you seen amazing and oh, what a feed and Foley, a great save. My goodness, on Goodell. Let's see if we caught that one.
If I were a betting man, I would have put all my money on that would be a goal, but unbelievable stop there.
Wow, what a centering feed. Goodell robbed by Foley there. As I was starting to say, it was a big weekend in the club world as Penn State took on Oklahoma State at Beaver Stadium there outdoors at Penn State. A very nice outdoor game in the ACHA. Free puck there as Foley got a piece of the initial shot. Keshner shot block. Duke looking to break it out. It's Dougley Umberto, and now back with Dugan. Keegan Goodell at center ice here, weaving through, takes a big hit, and played the other way by Brandon. But we've got a whistle, and looks like the scrappiness from yesterday has carried over today.
Alan Chow. Alan Chow looking to start some scrapping again. And I know our cap wants a piece of that, but he's got to keep his composure. Oh, they're putting Dougley Umberto in the box.
Well, while the attention's on him, I suppose I'll shine some positive light. AJ's another senior for this roster here at Georgia Tech. He's another one he's our captain. He's been a great leader throughout the year. He's having some words with getting the other team right now, but he's another guy who's been very pivotal in my time here, and he's exciting to be around and a fun guy.
A nice tribute. Duke on the man advantage, they'll slide it across. Lapham shot deflected over the net of Graff. Boyd gonna get a clear. And right back with Duke's defenseman here, Lewis Lapham. On the backhand, looking to gain entry, Jack Wigmore left point, drops it off to Lapham. Now towards the goal line there, put it back further and deep, collected by Wigmore. Near flank, now left point Lapham. Getting it back here is Dugan. Right point now, far corner. They work it to the far side with 1 sec, little turnover to Colin Dorcas. Cuts back, shoots it just wide. A good short-handed look, which we saw Tech have quite a few of yesterday. In fact, they were so aggressive there in the second period, had plenty of good looks short-handed, but it just took one for Duke and Max Dugan for the power play goal in that middle frame. Boggs left point looking to creep in, some pressure from Dorcas, Zhang looking to lay a hit. Near corner, they'll kick it to safety. Ends up with Byrne and a little feed to Lapham. Puts it back in front. Lapham at the right circle and a pad save made by Graff. Boggs goes down, little turnover momentarily. Put back below the goal line, Andrew Zhang gets bodied by Chow. Near circle, digging for it is Andrew Zhang. Chow looking to play it in front. Boggs whiffs on the shot. Tech looking for the clear. They'll keep it in with Lapham. 15 seconds left on the power play. It'll pop free to Jorkis, and he'll get it across to Molnar. Little short-handed bid. Molnar with room and a great stop made by Foley again.
You could tell Molnar was gassed at the end of that one, but he still got a good shot out of it. You don't see Coach, I mean, you can see it based off that last lineup, but he's been putting a lot more kind of aggressive offensive players out there for the PK. We got Cullen Dorcas, Ethan, we got Andrew Zhang on defense too, so you know, maybe Coach is trying to get more to the back of the net here.
We were talking about it during that outdoor game, my partner and I. Kind of a new term that's been phrased is the power kill, putting some of your top players out to kill a penalty. We were talking about it specifically with Cullen Dorcas and Jack here to my left. Chris made that amazing term. And you saw just there, it's a great way of killing a penalty. Obviously, if you go for a skate, you'll kill some time. Greg Steckel into the zone, takes a hit there. That's going to be a penalty coming up on Alex Ben.
Greg Steckel wants a piece of him.
Oh, or excuse me, that's Max Honeybone. But yes, Duke representative going to the box. The first Georgia Tech power play of the night coming up.
Can we get a moment to recognize the last name that is Honeybone?
Oh,
For a
yeah.
second, I thought that was pretty funny.
Well, when I asked about this roster, I asked for him, is it literally just the two words put together? And they said, yeah, that's exactly it. Draw to the left of Foley to kick off this power play.
Got a little bit of a different lineup for the power play here, all the seniors out there.
Oh, that's great to see here tonight.
Max Honeybone. 2 minutes for cross-checking.
But we'll see if they can.
Yeah, you cannot play with a broken stick, and he almost did that.
That was Lewis Lapham breaking his stick. So the linesmen go to pick it up. Georgia Tech looking to start the breakout on the power play. A turnover by Alan Chow, but Molnar looking to dig it free. Goodell will collect. That's this all-seniors power play unit comprised of the 5 being celebrated in Prasanna, Goodell, Jorkis, Molnar, Degley, and Berta. Lewis, yep.
You can tell these guys aren't playing together on the power play very much, but, you know,
1 minute
they're working through it.
Trying to find the chemistry. Here, redirection. I think Foley got a piece of that one. Ethan Molnar, top of the zone, looking to get it across near circle. Pranay Prasanna, right point, across to Molnar with room. That one off the iron again.
That's 2 off the post for Molnar. Poor kid.
Oh my, so close. He had one yesterday with 3 seconds left in the second period. Looking for more here on the man advantage. Zach Keschner loads it up and a blocker save. The rebound wide there from Rowan Agarwal. Agarwal left point, little shimmy looking to get in deep. There's some pressure there by Luke Brandon, connecting with Dorcas. Levi Miller, right circle. It's scored!
What a finish there for number 2 on the game for number 19, Levi Miller.
As you just said, second of the night for Levi Miller. How about that for the defenseman? It's 4-0.
Nice hesitation there from him before he ripped it. But yeah, I mean, I don't think Foley could see anything there on the screen. There's a lot of bodies flying.
Looks like there on that replay it was the incoming defenseman looking to block the shot who may have inadvertently screened Foley. But after One period of play. Georgia Tech, the 4-0 lead here in game 2.
By number 18, Zach Kushner, and number 7, Colin Durkis. Time of the power play goal, 19:53.
Well, we'll see if we could get an interview from you all, or not from you all, from someone here from Tech. We might make history on the channel tonight with the first interview from a non-GT player, as we had a request from Mike Miller on Duke. We'll see if we can get him as well in this intermission. For now, don't go anywhere. We hope to see you for the second period. Not long ago, many neighborhoods had their own diner where friends and family comfortably gathered for a fresh breakfast or a cup of coffee. Thumbs Up Diner keeps that tradition alive in Atlanta, blending an urban atmosphere with friendly service for a relaxing breakfast and lunch experience. Whether you enjoy their homemade golden biscuits or famous skillet heaps, Thumbs Up welcomes you with diner favorites at prices that always hit the spot. The diner would love to welcome every Georgia Tech student, family member, and fan, so come on down to their convenient location just behind the campus recreation center. For a taste of Southern comfort and classic diner charm, visit Thumbs Up Diner today for a meal that'll leave you smiling and giving a big thumbs up. Craving real home-style barbecue that's just a short drive from campus? Meet Community Q in Decatur, your new go-to spot for mouth-watering sliced brisket, St. Louis-style ribs, and all your barbecue favorites. From legendary mac and cheese to black-eyed peas, every dish is made fresh daily, with leftovers donated to the food bank. They're open Wednesday through Sunday, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Swing by or order ahead to guarantee that your barbecue wishes are fulfilled. Want to mix it up for your next GT club meeting or tailgate? Community Q's catering has you covered, starting at just $15 per person for 2 meats, 2 sides, buns, sauce, and utensils. Community Q, always a cut above the rest.
Patrick Sharp. Georgia Tech coming in, taking a shot. Pruitt with the first save. Second one, Conley there.
I just want to give a shout out. We got a new freshman, Patrick Sharp, got his first career assist here in the second period on my goal. So just want to give a shout out. Great guy, great player.
You know, I got to say, we have a player on the ice with the same name of an NHL player from years ago. Number 10 for the Yellow Jackets and Patrick Sharp. There's a shot. There's going to be another on the backhand. Oh!
Sharp in the corner, moves it to Missouri, right in the slot, they score! And that would be one Patrick Sharp assisting the Degli Umberto goal. A very nice assist, worked very hard to get that one.
You know, it was a great time. I know Patrick Sharp, my good friend, and I, before the game, we shared just a happy moment in warm-ups, just messing around. So, you know, it's things like that you remember.
You know, as I started my broadcasting career last year, he was always there for me to have my back. Just a fantastic teammate and an even better friend.
Alright, not prepared for you guys for everything. I'm really glad to be out here. This has been a great opportunity to play some more hockey, and I wouldn't imagine another team to do it with. Thank you guys.
Already pressed it.
No, they're red.
We're rolling. Look.
No, that's the whole recording.
You're right.
Yeah, that's right now.
Alright, let's do it.
The best play immediately would be for the player with the puck to take a clean shot if he has it. However, if the goalie is square, he should move it across so that the backdoor player can take a shot and score. Beautiful. It's good, it's good.
Also, I don't like when we came in so slow.
With this?
Do it again. I simply put the area in the slot and yeah, I'm like so low, it's so weird. I'm not used to talking like down. Alright.
Alright, get set.
Are we doing the same thing?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, I'll stay next to you. Am I just gonna say nothing? I just don't have live. Just stand there.
Don't say anything.
I'm standing right here, so if you don't mind.
Just act really awkward.
I'm saying right to the camera the whole time.
Yeah.
You just want
Yeah, conduct the interview right here. Conduct the interview right there. Just have me right here.
Like, I'm the first time you don't.
Don't accept
Yeah,
that.
don't say he's not there.
The answer would be one tall Molnar.
Wow, I can't believe I got that one. That was an absolute instinctual gut check there.
Hi everybody and welcome to the first intermission interview. We're here with Braden King, who just scored his first career goal. And Braden, how about that? What an atmosphere here tonight. Walk me through the emotions of getting your first here in front of this crowd.
Yeah, it's great. It took a while, but I finally got it. We had Matt Shane scored his first as well this period. It was a great pass from Keshner, great crowd. Great game, going pretty well so far. I think we can keep up this pace, we'll do pretty well.
Well, we're just about wrapping up the 25-26 season. Your second here at Tech.
Yep.
What's it been like to play for Tech, represent your school? What does it mean to you?
Yeah, I think it's awesome. I mean, I've only been here for a year. I mean, the seniors have been here for a little while longer, but the program's grown so much. I mean, the managers feel like you do such a great job with the team. I mean, you know, it's tough sports, but the fans really make it such a great atmosphere.
And then really quick, it's been a dominant start for Tech, but what's something you guys need to focus on to not slow down going forward?
Yeah, I think it's just the little things. I think overall, like, you can't be too upset with a 4-0 period, but like, we've had it'd be nice to work on our breakout, work on our power play a little bit more, and kind of just have a little bit of fun out there, right? It's senior night. I want some of the seniors to get a few goals here, but yeah, it's going pretty well so far.
Well, thank you for your time, Braden, and congratulations. We'll see you for the second period. Door save, rebound, scores!
Behind me is what is known as a 2-on-0 situation. Player 1 has the puck and should ideally look to beat the goalie if he has a clean shot. However, if the goalie is playing him square, he should move it across to the weak side player so that he can take a clean shot on goal.
I like to think that when you're coming down the ice with the puck, it's almost like walking to the house. As you're making eye contact with the goalie, and as you're that first man with the puck, you're basically like walking in through the front door. Now, this is pretty tough, right? There's always going to be a tough lock on the front door. But if you start looking at the back door, that opposite post where the goalie isn't watching, and hopefully you have a guy there, you're going to be able to pass it right to him and sneak in through that unlocked back door.
Steven, you scored your first collegiate goal by driving to the back door on an odd man rush. What's your thought process in that situation, and how did it feel to put the puck in the back of the net?
Yeah, it's obviously a very good feeling. You know, in that situation, you just work as hard to get to the back post. You know, in that situation, it's very easy to be lazy and stay up high, but you put in that extra effort. And I remember on that goal, I was telling myself, like, I know Keshner has the puck going wide, right? I was just telling myself, you know, just push to the net. I can beat the defenseman because I'm faster than him, and then it's a good pass and an easy tap in, so it's a good play all around. It's very well executed.
Goal number 1 in the collegiate career of Stephen Howe. So now from the defensive side, suppose you're defending a 2-on-1, Aiden. What's your general game plan to prevent a goal from being scored?
I'll usually play the pass to start. I like to give Jerem the shot. I have confidence in my goalie, but if it gets closer to the center of the net, I'll try and poke at it and try and make him move or something.
But it's a 2-on-1 for FSU. Skip backdoor, what a break up there by Ryan Peacock.
If you have any terms you'd like us to break down next time, just drop it in the chat below and we'll try to break them down for you.
For now, enjoy the rest of the game.
All right, I'm Patrick and Sterling, and we're signing off.
Back for Kotian, Hildrum left circle, across for Dorcas, he scores! Welcome to another episode of Broadcast Breakdown, where we're talking about some words you may hear during a GT hockey broadcast. Today we're talking about an area of the ice with plenty of scoring chances, the slot. Sharp in the corner, moves it to Mazur, right in the slot, they score!
Simply put, the slot is the area about 10 feet away from the front of the net, right in between the face-off circles, where the shooter has the best chances of scoring a goal, because the goalie has to have a very quick reaction time.
The slot is kind of divided into two different areas, the high slot and the low slot.
The low slot kind of covers this area in between both the face-off dots and under the hashes to the crease. This is a good area to tip pucks, get rebounds, kind of get some of those cheeky goals on net. You also have the high slot, which is this area kind of more up here, still in between the face-off dots, but kind of above the hash marks. This is a better area for those power play goals, that middle bumper guy, and a lot of one-timers get scored in here.
On some power play setups, there's an essential role known as the bumper, which is responsible for taking a lot of quick shots and passing the puck around quickly from the high slot. They're always trying to find open space and always trying to create those great opportunities for them to be able to score or move the puck effectively to whatever player is open.
Jack, you've been very good at converting scoring chances when you reach the slot. On a play like a rush, when you get to the slot, what's your mindset? What are you thinking trying to score there?
Yeah, so when I'm in the slot, typically I'm aware that there's usually going to be pressure coming rather quickly, so I really just look to get the puck on net and go for a rebound, because most likely I'll have one of my teammates in front looking to convert.
What's been your favorite goal you've scored this season from the slot, and what made it so memorable?
So our game at home against UGA in November, the second goal I scored in the slot was probably the most memorable. Just the way the play developed and the way my teammates got it to me, it was pretty special to put the puck in the net and then go celebrate in front of our fans, my teammates.
Second of the night for Jack Golick, off the post and in. We talked about how dangerous it could be if forwards are able to get a clean look in the slot. What are some things defensemen like yourself can do to prevent the forwards from getting a clean shot?
Yeah, so if he's getting the slot, all you want to do is step up if you can. If you're close enough, get your stick on the puck. If not, get down, block the shot, make a play, but really the best thing you can do is get your stick on the puck, maybe direct it off into the netting if possible.
So in a situation when a forward is screening the goalie in the slot, how are you able to balance breaking that screen with preventing the forward from getting a clean look?
Right, so first thing you want to probably do is box them out, and then if you can get to the puck, get up to it, but if not, the main thing you want to do is box them out and let our goalie get a clean look and not get screened.
Clean look for Brendan Germano. He's able to glove it down.
We hope you enjoyed this edition of the Broadcast Breakdown. Let us know if you have any other terms you would like us to break down in the comments for next time. I'm Patrick, and this is Sterling. We hope you enjoyed it.
Enjoy the rest of the game. Douglas Umberto is looking for a deep. Threw it in front and a stop by Ryback. He scored!
The energy again kind of like transfers from the fans onto the ice and onto the bench. Especially, I know against the DJ game, like the band came out, the rec came out. Those are just like super cool experiences I didn't think I'd ever have. And I know this year we're gonna try and get like more specialized, like themed games to kind of make the atmosphere like that every single week, which I'm really looking forward to.
Being able to play at the cooler again was pretty cool too, especially with the recent news of it closing down, which is pretty sad, but being able to play there one last time at a new level, at a collegiate level, was a lot of fun. Get to see some hometown friends and some people that I knew from the program being able to come out and watch that game at the rink was a lot of fun too.
Watching him score coming down the right side of the ice, going to the middle, putting it in the net. I think he got a pass in the slot or whatever it was. It was just incredible to watch. I was super thrilled for him. I mean, obviously we didn't get the job done, but if there's one positive from that night, it was watching him get to score his first goal.
A lot with respect to the playoffs for the College Hockey South and getting a bid to the Fed Cup. So a very, very important game. Georgia Tech coming in, taking a shot. Pruitt with the first save. Second one, Conley there.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back for the second period of play in game number 2 between Georgia Tech and Duke. Georgia Tech won yesterday 4-3 with a late goal from AJ Degliamberto with 2.5 minutes left. Tonight, it's a different story as the Jackets lead at 4-0 after one. We saw a couple of first career goals from Matt Shane and Braden King, and a couple of strikes as well from the defenseman Levi Miller. We'll see what the second period brings as that one deflected out of play. Thumbs Up Diner blends Southern comfort with classic diner charm. They're proud to serve Georgia Tech students, families, and fans with great food and a welcoming atmosphere. All right, we'll see how Duke's able to respond in this middle frame. There's a poke from Max Honeybone, and there he goes. Honeybone and a great shrugging save made by Graff. What an impressive look for number 25. A great start to the period for Duke. Well, now we'll see how Tech's able to answer. Ethan Molnar on the backhand gets a far side one-touch feed from Dorcas. Al lost the handle, in control of Byrne now, and now the defenseman in Luke Brandon. Sawyer Howe at the blue line here looking to weave through right circle. Cuts it back here, has Zhang behind him, little turnover to Brandon. Up ahead to Alan Zhang and now McLean Boyd. There's a hit from Zhang lead. And neutral ice, Sawyer Howe right back in the O-zone. Pulls it through his legs, looks to cut it in front. A free puck won by Duke's Charlie Boggs. And back the other way goes Alan Chow. Looking to work around Boyd, a centering feed, and I think Graff poked that one just a little bit. The pass too far for Keegan Goodell, and a D-to-D feed up ahead. This one all the way down for an icing.
Came out like they actually want to win the game now, so maybe we'll have a little less of a one-sided period here.
Well, for the Georgia Tech fans, yeah, we want a Georgia Tech win, but I think we also want some entertaining hockey, and Duke has brought that here to start this middle frame. We'll see what Tech can do here. This one pops free into neutral ice with McLean Boyd, slides it across to Andrew Zhang. His pass deflected out of play by Alan Chow. Community Q in Decatur offers authentic barbecue, always a cut above. Come hungry, Yellow Jacket fans, and share the flavor with family and friends. To our comment. Excuse me 1 second, everybody.
That's good. Good luck.
Nice defensive play there by AJ Digley.
Sorry, I was looking down. We got a little bit of tightness with one of our tripods. We're trying to get that fixed on one of the corner cams. But for now, we have a penalty on the play. A tripping call coming up. And it looks like it will be on Duke's Kevin Dugan.
I will say, people like to bash on the white pages, but coming from Minnesota, I've seen a lot of them in high school hockey. I don't mind the white pages, sometimes Duke white helmet, white jersey
Sorry, everyone, just was dealing with some things. I think we're all good now. A 4-minute power play coming up. Double minor. Don't think I've really seen that before off a trip. Did you catch, did he take 2 separate penalties or? Okay.
I think he took one talking back to the ref there.
Okay, all right. So the 4-minute major gives Tech a big chance to extend the lead here. We've seen in their recent games, they've had to kill a 5-minute major back against KSU. They were the beneficiaries of one yesterday. Rowan Agarwal in deep, brings it around the wall, but no one at that left point for Tech. Forces Levi Miller to give chase.
Time of the penalty,
Miller will
2:38.
slide it across the
Your
feet
Yellow
from Ting
Jackets are
back
on
to
the
Miller,
power
little
play.
deep, but turned over. That clearing attempt off the helmet of Agarwal, and they'll blow it dead.
So they call it a high stick there. Smart play there from Agarwal.
I think at first he wasn't too sure where that puck was, but was able to locate it eventually in neutral ice. While we have this opportunity, let's talk Sonny's Barbecue. Taste the tradition at Sonny's, where every bite is crafted in-house every day. With family bundles and kids eat free days, Sonny's makes it easy to fuel your crew all season long. 3:05 left on the double minor there to Dugan. They'll break it out on the near side. Steckel, his pass deflected by Chow, but back with Ethan Molnar. Molnar into the zone at the slot, now near flank, drops it to the line. Boyd slides it across Dorcas. Right back to Boyd. Little give and go. Dorcas with a cross ice feed. Free puck, the backhand, denied by Foley.
It's interesting to see the coaches putting out there with the absence of, obviously Jack Gallitz, power play. We got Greg Steckel out there right now going in. I like that little pretty net front presence. They might have him up at top left though, so we'll see how they set up here.
We were talking about it on last night's broadcast that Greg Steckel has done a phenomenal job moving up as a forward here in the spring semester. I guess getting some time on the power play right now as he looks to put it in front. That one cleared all the way down for Graff to play. By the way, I don't think we made a mention of it, but Jack is taking a little break this period. That's why you don't hear him. Ethan Molnar around the wall, gets it, Colin Dorcas far side. Banks it off the far side as McLean Boyd will chip it back to and slides it across to Sawyer Howe. Left circle, drops it off. McLean Boyd shot through traffic, kicked away there as Steckel was in front looking for a tip. Getting it back to Howe, lets it go, and a shot blocked there by Honeybone. We're under 2 minutes to go on the double minor. Boyd at that left point puts it in front. That one deflected, I think, by Molnar, and a tight angle shot. Rebound in front. The shot went wide near side. Boyd walking the line on the backhand to Howe. Howe surveys, finds a seam pass, gets it to Dorcas, and back with Boyd. There's Howe's, rocked it, went wide, glove side, and it pops out of the zone with 1:15 left. Dorcas ahead, the pass a bit difficult for Molnar, cleared there all the way down by Honeybone, and Graff will play it to McLean Boyd with 1 minute left. Far wing Dorcas, saucer feed to Steckel, up the near side. Some pressure there from Tessin Daya, cleared once more, forcing Agarwal to give chase. Fresh bodies on for Georgia Tech in Joshua Lee, Degliumberto, Miller, and Keschner. Lee right wing turns on the Jets, looking to drive the goal, now wraps it near side. To the line with Agarwal, his shot denied by Foley. A rebound for Lee, gets blocked in front. Zach Keschner gonna control and cut to the slot, and another save made by Daniel Foley.
I wonder how many saves he has by now. He's been stopping a lot, but I've seen probably, 8 block shots in the past 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, as of now, we have it as 27 shots on goal for Georgia Tech. We're not even halfway through this one. So here we go, back on the power play. Joshua Lee's shot denied by Foley. Keschner looking for Degliumberto there. 3 seconds and 2 on the power play. Out of the box goes Dugan, and the Duke Blue Devils have fully killed off the double minor. Duke looking to respond with some offense of their zone. They're handling the pressure well, but down 4 with half the game remaining. It's time to generate some offense. Keschner looking for an option, plays it in front to Degliamberto, left circle, drops it off too far for Lee. Dugan, a breakaway again. The backhand, he scores.
Tough look for the Jackets.
For the second straight game, Kevin Dugan on the breakaway capitalizes for Duke. You could see yesterday just picked that top right corner. Today, faked the shot, dragged it to the backhand, got Graf to bite, and it's 4-1 as Duke on the board.
I didn't even see the play up to that.
I honestly can't remember either. But what a finish for Dugan. It will be his 4th of the season and 3rd of the weekend. So Dugan really feeling it here at the ice for him as an icing called on Duke. In total, his 7th point in 12 games played.
I like this line that's out there right now. We got Eric Soltow, Matt Shane, Daniel Chu, all these guys who have been kind of in and out of the lineup, in and out of lines, switching up a lot. We got Matt Shane on center. Excited to see them capitalize. They got their first goal of the game.
Well, it's good to see it. Matt Shane with his first goal. The shift right after. Daniel Shu came ever so close as well. We'll see if he could get it here tonight. And of course, as we mentioned, Soltow back as well for his 9th game of the season. This one put into the Georgia Tech and behind the net of Ryan Graf. Aiden Roy there, the defenseman for Tech. A little turnover to Max Honeybone, far corner, who I feel like I've been saying his name a ton tonight all over this game.
Looks like Duke's maybe rotating their first 2 lines quite a bit. Put on that 3rd line.
Well, they're down 3 now, but unfortunately for them, as they've just grabbed the momentum with a breakaway goal, it'll be another power play for Georgia Tech, I believe, as they're gonna get Honeybone going to the box.
He's back in. That might be 2 or 3 for Honeybone tonight.
I think so.
It's time for a
Broken ending. I don't know if I acknowledged this, but amazing comment. And just as we're reading it out, there's your song. Enjoy the crowd. Let's see if they get into it like you were saying. They did yesterday. I don't think we picked it up on the broadcast, but hope you enjoyed that.
2 minutes for roughing.
McLean Boyd getting it to Sawyer Howe to start this power play across. Dorcas with room, his shot denied. Another one stopped by Foley. They get it to the blue line with McLean Boyd. Near wing, that's Howe to the bumper, and Molnar, and his shot goes wide. Looking to clear it, but off of Chow. Now Howe's shot deflected out of play. A great look for the leading goal scorer.
Watching Sawyer Howe back in the lineup tonight, it's made me realize, one thing I think he's really brought to the table is that confidence with the puck. He's not scared to make a move, make a little risky move, make a risky pass across the ice, and I think that has benefited us. You've also seen that maybe with a little bit Zach Keschner and Joshua Lee too this weekend.
100%. That one just crossed the blue line. I don't think Greg Steckel is aware, as there's the offside call.
Fans are a little too loud. I think Greg Hurst the ref on that one.
Hey, we enjoy all the fans here, even if that stadium pulsed him just a little bit. 1:18 to go on the Tech power play. Again, that's Honeybone in the box. This draw in the Georgia Tech end. And the Jackets win this draw, and now it's McLean Boyd breaking it out. far wing. Sawyer Howe gains entry easily. Howe below the goal line here, looking to set up shop. Allen Chow off the wall all the way down for Graff to play. Up ahead, Steckel to Dorcas, a backhand flip to Howe. Plenty of room, but a good poke there, and it's going to be cleared. That was a nice poke check from Luke Brandon. Dorcas here, looking to regain entry with 35 left. He'll drop it off to Boyd. McLean Boyd up the right wing. There's a poke. Greg Steckel at the right point. He'll drop it off to Dorcas here. Slides it across to Boyd. Takes a shot through traffic. Broken up by Brandon. Off the stick of Boyd. Gets it to the far circle with Greg Steckel there, and some pressure below the goal line from Lewis Lapham. Steckel goes down, but a few bodies tangled up. Pops free to the right of Foley, and Chow will skate on the counterattack. Has an option and Dugan to his left. Honeybone out of the box, now in control, but a nice poke check from Colin Dorcas. Greg Steckel, little poke there. They'll get it to Prasanna. Cuts back, looking to the right point, and now in deep with Steckel again. Puck in his skate. Little reverse hit there on Luke Brandon. Now Dorcas toe drag. Ends up behind the net. They put it in front to Rubin, but a great save by Foley yet again. And Duke content to take this icing.
Got to recognize that great effort by Greg Steckel back in the corner there. Low reverse hit, possession of the puck, 10 possession for the boys.
That was absolutely phenomenal, and a great look for Eli Rubin as well. But again, Daniel Foley has been tremendous tonight. It'll be Tech's 30th shot of the night. Unofficially. First period officially was 23-4 in favor of the Jackets. 9 minutes to go here in the second period. Battle going to be won by Pranay Prasanna. Cuts to the high slot, drops it off to King. Looking for two. Foley gobbles it up though.
You know, that shot count really shows that it's been a one-sided game, but I think that the boys have also really proved that it has been a one-sided game. You know, they came out with some fire, a little bit slower this second period, but still holding it in the Duke defensive zone for quite a while.
Well, as we saw, Duke has been very opportunistic this weekend. We've seen the play in the Georgia Tech offensive zone a ton. However, Duke with a couple of goals off the rush on the breakaway this weekend already. Looks like we have a hand pass immediately, and so we'll redo the same situation to the right of Foley. We have 8:41.
Skates it in. Held up on the point. AJ. Down to Kessler on the point.
I think we're going
For too many men on the ice. Served by number 15. Time of the penalty, 12:45. Georgia Tech penalty to number 20, Greg Stegel, 2 minutes for high sticking. Time of the penalty, 13:09.
6:30 to go in the middle three. And those of you just tuning in, Georgia Tech with 4 goals in the first period.
Greg, what was your penalty? I was trying to figure out what happened there with the penalties. I know that Duke got a too many men. Sorry about the technical difficulties, but Greg Steckel, we got in the box, number 20 here right now.
Yellow Jackets goal.
All right, so my mic was off for that. That is unfortunate, but thank you so much for letting me know. Yes, that was Sawyer Howe with his 19th goal in 19 games. Joshua Lee draws a trip on this one, so it looks like Tech is heading back to another power play.
These Blue Devils can't stay out of the box, it looks like. Having a little party in there.
Okay, hopefully we're good now. All the difficulties cleared up. So in the box to our right, that's oh yeah, no penalty called there. Interesting, because that looked like a pretty clear trip from up here. But we are not the officials, so all's good. As Carter and I coined a few weeks ago, that was our professional amateur opinion. But Dagliamberto will resume play 4-on-4. What a feed to Leah. His shot ends up wide on the glove side of Foley. Back the other way goes Honeybone here. That worked out, I think.
Can you hear me?
That was a tremendous stop by Ryan Graff we just saw there. Thank you all for bearing with us here in the second period. The magic of live production, if you will. For now, Georgia Tech with a penalty, Foley to the bench for the extra attacker for now. They'll work it to the left point with Lewis Lapham. There's a shot wide of the goal, as Howe out of the box will get that touch, and so Duke on the power play looking to respond to Howe's goal. Everybody, if anyone could just confirm all is good for now in the chat, that would be much appreciated. Think we're good, just want to make sure you're enjoying it. Duke power play coming right up. We'll see how they can respond. Of course, a power play goal in the game yesterday, thanks to Dugan on the breakaway. There's a little turnover to Colin Dorcas. Some pressure in the far corner. Andrew Zhang below the goal line. Flips it all the way down 200 feet. Okay, I think we're good. Everyone's saying we're good in the chat, so hopefully. Duke looking to gain entry here into the zone. A minute 20 left on the power play. Lewis Lapham to the line. Dugan thought about unloading a slap shot. It's Colin Dorcas cutting it back. Dorcas down the right wing. Hit shot just wide of the goal. A tough one for Foley, but just wide. Alan Chow across to Lapham. His shot goes wide. Left pad side of Graff. And they'll get it top of the slot. Little deke from Boggs. Far flank now, and they'll get it in deep. Back to Chow. Chow at the goal line here. Sends it to the line with Boggs. Across it goes to Lapham as there's some pressure from Zhang. Looking to chip it forward. Molnar gets it clear, and Foley forced to play that puck. 30 seconds remain on the Duke power play. A battle between Zhang there and Pratt. Won by Byrne. Byrne surveying, looking for someone to get open. He'll drop it off here, as that's going to be Brandon. Luke Brandon in deep to the goal line with Wigmore. Wigmore taking some big hits from Aiden Roy. Two players from both teams look to dig that one free. The power play expired. 5-on-5 hockey back as Colin Dorcas looking to start it for Tech. His feed connects tape to tape with Andrew Zhang. Deflects into the ceiling, and so a face-off coming up. We have, 2:23 left in the second. Face off to the left of Ryan Graff. Luke Brandon puts it in deep. That one a bit too hard to handle for Tessie and Daya. Now Greg Steckel up ahead, connects with Brandon. Brandon puts it back in front. Rowan Agarwal behind the net of his goaltender Graff. A blind feed from Prasanna to Connolly connects, and now it's Steckel up the left wing. Steckel cuts in his shot just high over Foley. And back in Duke's control as they'll get it to Daya. Daya looking for the clear. Greg Steckel will bring it loose. Steckel looks to put it in front as he tries to wrap it around. Steckel again, poking free. And here we go again as Greg Steckel was trying to force that one in. Duke rushes to their goaltender Foley's aid.
Bit of extracurricular activities going on now. Renee Prasanna's got the crowd hyped up. We'll see what he gets. He's coming to the box.
So
looks like the Duke captain here is hoping for a Duke power play. Talking to the refs.
Max Honeybone and AJ Degliumberto chatting it up with the referees. If you joined us last night and stayed up very late with us, you saw a ton of that at the end of regulation time. But looks like we're just about ready to go now. All right, here we go. 1:40 left in the second period. The captain for Tech, AJ Degliumberto, to take the draw against Kevin Dugan. There's a poke check, and Chow will bring it forwards to King. This one ends up below the goal line here as Honeybone will rim it around the wall. Kevin Dugan flips it out to Alan Chow, and now Braden King back on it. Again, scored his first collegiate goal in that first period. Zach Keschner back on it for Tech. Keschner hits up Goodell. Goodell near wing, give and go to Keschner. A good breakup of the pass there as they'll work it to Braden King near side. There's a huge hit. Braden King did not even go after the puck there, just straight for the body. The past couple of minutes have been absolutely crazy in terms of extracurriculars.
Braden King's getting booted here. Ref's got no tolerance. Looks like Alan Chow is also going, or maybe Dugan's also going.
Dugan heading out. Braden King potentially for Tech.
King's definitely booted. Doesn't look like he wants to leave the ice though.
I mean, for me, I saw that puck completely free for the taking, and he just skated right by it and went for the hit instead.
Let me take a look at the replay on that. Let me see that. See if we can see it.
Oh, I should have queued that up for the broadcast. Long discussion once again with 56 seconds left.
A lot of bodies tossed here. Looking at the replay, you can see Keegan Goodell toss a body, and then Braden King kind of just tossed the same body right after him. But yeah, he did pretty much completely ignore the puck there, so we'll see what the refs have to say about it.
Yeah, I would say it's pretty fair if they toss him. We don't want that if you're a Georgia Tech fan, but there's definitely an opportunity to play that puck, we believe.
You know, he got his goal. Maybe he's happy with the game.
He got a nice interview in there. He's all set.
Gordy Howe hat trick coming up.
Oh, looks like Kevin Dugan already is gone, so he took the message well.
Austin, our captain, too.
Well, I guess they have AJ Degliumberto, the captain, heading out. Now, in all fairness to Braden King, the scrum did start before he got involved. You see, Jack Golick and Colin Chambliss got thrown out of yesterday's games. They're unable to play today, but they're doing a great job in the second period, firing up the crowd. It's great to see that. Jack, our broadcast partner in the first period, he'll be back for the third as well. It looks like they're having a ton of fun out there. Still long discussion, but it'll likely be wrapping up just about now with the referee skating towards the face-off circle, and he's right back. Well, we're not done yet, as it looks like Liam Byrne is getting thrown out as well. I'm just checking this Duke bench to see if maybe Dugan didn't get thrown out, but he's gone. Bird is gone. 2 ejections for Duke. Degli Umberto gone for GT. As we said yesterday, big ACC matchup in the NCAA. It has translated on the ice extremely well. The first time these teams have matched up in quite some time. First time I've seen it in 4 years here. But what exciting hockey it has turned out to be. And we're back underway after all of that with a minute left in the second. King shot wide glove side of Foley there as they look to get it out with Jack Wigmore. This one by the glove of Ethan Molnar, and it ends up with Braden King. Up ahead, turned over to Lapham, and back with King now. There's some pressure from Alan Zhang as Max Honeybone will give chase. Zhang laying the body there. Ethan Molnar back for Tech. 25 seconds left in the middle frame. Stays with that puck, drives up the left wing. Molnar looking for the centering feed in the skates of Rowan Agarwal and flipped out of the zone by Jack Wigmore. Joshua Lee in the final 10 connects with Dorcas now Molnar, just puts it into that offensive zone. Duke with one last clear in the second, and after 40 minutes of play, the 4-goal Georgia Tech lead remains, this time with a score of 5-1.
Did Keegan Goodell get tossed too? I didn't even notice that.
Oh, me neither. I was wondering why there wasn't a power play or anything like that, but yes, Goodell out. 2 players for Tech, 2 for Duke.
2 captains tossed for fighting. Hopefully they're not DQ'd for the next game. That would be a little unfortunate, but at least we do have that make-up Kennesaw State game this Wednesday before playoffs. So.
Your Yellow Jackets 15.
As we could see right here, Duke's head coach having a long discussion with the referees on the ice, probably not happy about what just happened. But for now, we'll get to our second intermission entertainment. Maybe an interview for Tech, but definitely for Duke as well. We'll see you in a second. us. Hi, everybody, and welcome to the second intermission interview. And for the first time ever on the GT Hockey channel, we're not interviewing a Georgia Tech player. We're here with two Duke players, Alex Soonman and Mike Miller. Thank you guys for joining us here. You want to talk a little bit about your program, what it's like to come to Atlanta this weekend and match up against Georgia Tech?
I mean, it's a great time. We got to bust down, about an 8-hour drive. Great time, kind of weekend with the boys and the team. We're happy to be here, happy to be playing hockey, and, excited to be in the ACC. So,
I will say, too, great energy from the bar tonight. Obviously, you guys have a great fan base. It's been a lot of fun to play with a lot of passion, a lot of energy on both sides. It's been fun playing and watching as well tonight. So, happy to be here.
Well, could you guys tell us a little bit about some of the highlights from your season? What was your favorite memory thus far?
I'd say the ACCHL tournament up in DC. It's always a great time. Once again, traveling, get to play some teams we don't typically play in the DC area. Always a great weekend and lots of fun hockey. So,
yeah, I'd actually have to say, coming down here, the game yesterday was probably my favorite game I played. I had a shift in third period. I ended up scoring, stayed on the ice, and that next shift, I ended up getting into a fight. So I didn't complete the Gordie Howe hat trick, but I was able to back my boy up, and it was all in fun and games, and definitely brought a lot of energy to the team, and looking to try and keep that going in the third period today.
Well, it was a very nice shot. Could you talk to us, though? This weekend has turned very physical. I don't think we expected that. What has that been like on the ice? Did you guys expect a weekend like this?
No, honestly, didn't expect a weekend. I think, the fans are really energetic here. That gets everyone going. Really physical on the ice there. A lot of hits. Have to keep your head up. But, it's a great time, good game of hockey, and it's a lot of fun to play. So,
one thing I've noticed is the hits on both sides. There's a lot of passion and energy coming from both benches. Guys get hit. They got their teammates going to back them up, and I really like that as a player. And it's been fun to watch, and I hope that it continues like that into the rest of the game, and hopefully you see some more of that.
Well, thank you guys so much for your time and for joining us. Right now, we're going to go right into our next interview. So, Matt, could you come? You guys want to hop this way? All right. Just want to make sure. Good. We are here with Matt Shane. Thank you guys for joining. Matt, thank you for joining here. And how about that in the first period, your first career goal here at Tech? Walk us through the emotions of that.
It feels really good. It feels really good to finally get that first one. I spent quite a bit at the beginning of the season injured with my broken hand, but finally got on the score sheet there. It feels really, really good.
Well, how about this weekend here against Duke? It was a super exciting back and forth game yesterday, but what's it been like out there in game 2? Things going a bit better for Tech.
Well, both these games super energetic. A lot of energy from the fans, like the Duke guy said. A lot of big hits. It's been really fun. We love the energy. We're going to keep it going through this third period. Hopefully put in 5 more goals and get to double digits.
Well, similar question to what I asked then. As this season wraps up, it's your first at Tech. What do you think your favorite memory has been from your time thus far?
So far, honestly, just hanging out with all the guys, being around them. It's a great atmosphere. It's a great team. Made a lot of good friends, a lot of good connections, and I really cherish that.
Well, thank you for joining us, Matt. It's great to see my Citadel broadcast partner get on the board. Thank you so much for joining, and we'll see you for the third period.
Ladies and gentlemen, a reminder to please be respectful and courteous to all of our visiting players and fans. Failure to maintain respect and decorum may result in your removal without refund. Thank you.
Craving real home-style barbecue that's just a short drive from campus? Meet Community Q in Decatur, your new go-to spot for mouth-watering sliced brisket, St. Louis-style ribs, and all your barbecue favorites. From legendary mac and cheese to black-eyed peas, every dish is made fresh daily, with leftovers donated to the food bank. They're open Wednesday through Sunday, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Swing by or order ahead to guarantee that your barbecue wishes are fulfilled. Want to mix it up for your next GT Club meeting or tailgate? Community Q's Catering has you covered, starting at just $15 per person for 2 meats, 2 sides, buns, sauce, and utensils. Community Q, always a cut above the rest. Not long ago, many neighborhoods had their own diner where friends and family comfortably gathered for a fresh breakfast or a cup of coffee. Thumbs Up Diner keeps that tradition alive in Atlanta, blending an urban atmosphere with friendly service for a relaxing breakfast and lunch experience. Whether you enjoy their homemade golden biscuits or famous skillet heaps, Thumbs Up welcomes you with diner favorites at prices that always hit the spot. The diner would love to welcome every Georgia Tech student, family member, and fan, so come on down to their convenient location just behind the campus recreation center. For a taste of Southern comfort and classic diner charm, visit Thumbs Up Diner today for a meal that'll leave you smiling and giving a big thumbs up.
Patrick Sharp. Georgia Tech coming in, taking a shot. Pruitt with the first save. Second one, Conley there.
I just want to give a shout out. We got a new freshman, Patrick Sharp, got his first career assist here in the second period on my goal. So just want to give him a shout out. Great guy, great player.
You know, I got to say, we have a player on the ice with the same name of an NHL player from years ago. Number 10 for the Yellow Jackets and Patrick Sharp. There's a shot. There's going to be another on the backhand. Oh!
from the corner, moves it to Mazur, right in the slot, they score! And that would be one Patrick Sharp assisting the Degli Umberto goal. A very nice assist, worked very hard to get that one.
You know, it was a great time. I know Patrick Sharp, my good friend, and I before the game, we shared just a happy moment in warm-ups, just messing around. So you know, it's things like that you remember.
You know, as I started my broadcasting career last year, he was always there for me to have my back. Just a fantastic teammate and an even better friend.
Alright, not prepared for this one, but thank you guys for everything. I'm really glad to be out here. This has been a great opportunity to play some more hockey, and I wouldn't imagine another team to do it with. Thank you guys.
Already pressed it. No, they're red. We're rolling. Look. No, that's the old recording. You're right. Yeah, that's right now. Alright, let's do it.
The best play immediately would be for the player with the puck to take a clean shot if he has it. However, if the goalie is square, he should move it across so that the backdoor player can take a shot instead. Beautiful. It's good, it's good.
Also, I don't like when we came in so slow.
With this?
Do it again, I simply put the area in the slot and yeah, I'm like so low, it's so weird. I'm not used to talking like down. Alright.
Alright, get set.
Are we doing the same thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say right to you. Am I just gonna say nothing? I just don't have live this one.
Don't say anything.
I'm standing right here, so if you don't mind.
Just act really awkward.
I'm saying right to the camera the whole time.
Yeah.
You just want
Yeah, conduct the interview right here. Conduct the interview right there. Just have me right here.
Like, I'm in the first time you
Don't accept
Yeah, don't say it's not there.
The answer would be one Paul Molnar.
Wow, I can't believe I got that one. That was an absolute instinctual gut check there.
Alright, that's good.
That music makes it so.
I mean, have you ever seen anything like that before?
I don't think I've seen it apart from maybe AQ. I haven't seen it since maybe Mites or Mini Mites, so.
But for the second time in the last 3 Tech games, fans getting ejected.
Are we ejecting a fan, really? I mean, from what I understand, he's probably the biggest fan.
Unbelievable.
And he is cheering on the crowd as he steps out. I don't know who that is, but God bless him.
I'm Patrick, and this is Sterling. We hope you enjoyed it. Enjoy the rest of the game. Welcome to the first edition of Broadcast Breakdown, where we're going to be delving into some terminology you may hear during a GT hockey broadcast, with the hope that we can teach you something new and maybe have some fun along the way. First word we're talking about is one I use quite often, the back door.
Has Mazur behind him, gets around Herman through a back door, they score!
Generally speaking, the back door is the area opposite of where the puck is at that very moment. So if the puck is on the right side, the back door is going to be on that left post of the net.
Oh, what a move by Augustine. Has a man back door save, rebound, scores!
Behind me is what is known as a 2-on-0 situation.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back for the third period of play. Georgia Tech up 5-1 on Duke. Thank you for bearing with us with the technical difficulties. Thank you for your nice comment about the interviews. All right, here we go. Welcome back for the third period. We got Jack back with us We saw you in the second period hyping up the crowd.
Oh, yeah. It's all about the fan experience now, isn't it, Sterling?
100%. That was incredible.
Colin and I having a good time out there.
That's what it's all about. You get great firing them up. We just saw a nice shot from Sawyer Howe, the most recent Georgia Tech goal scorer, with his 19th goal of the season so far. That pass looking to connect with Dorcas, and Lee's shot deflected wide into the far corner. Duke trying to clear the zone with Jack Wigmore ahead towards Tessie Daya. This one too far for him, and an icing call.
Ladies and gentlemen, a reminder to please be respectful and courteous to all of our visiting players and fans.
Great food, friendly service, and a place that feels like home. That's Thumbs Up Diner. Make your next meal a big thumbs up at their convenient Midtown spot next to Georgia Tech. Near corner, Ethan Molnar looking for Colin Dorcas. The pass all the way around into the far corner. It's Liam Lapham looking to hit up Daya. But once again, we hope you enjoyed that second intermission interview we did. Thank you, Matt Shane, for joining, and thank you to our two Duke players as well, making history on the channel with the first opponents to be interviewed. Very good guys. Very good guys.
My recital. I think it's very vital.
Except on the ice, maybe.
Well, maybe. Hey, off the ice they were great. Yes, we did a nice interview.
It's one of the beautiful things about the sport is that it's very violent on the ice, and you go out there and you compete hard for 60 minutes. But outside of that time frame, it's very easy to make good friends. So that's what it's all about.
Very well said. Pretty much everyone that I've met through this process from across the league has been super nice, great to work with. So hats off to the Duke program, their head coach as well. Very great group of individuals. This one put into the offensive zone by Zach Keschner. Back on it, Max Honeybone. Some pressure from Greg Steckel, flipped out of the zone. Braden King gonna be the first one to it for Tech. Has McLean Boyd to his left, plays it up the near wall, as Yang will put it in deep for Duke. That's Dylan Yang, did not play in the game yesterday, has an assist on the season out of Mississauga, Ontario. Greg Steckel, left wing, evading the pressure from Boggs, curls back and drops it off to Keschner. Now left point with King, who again, huge hit there at that left point, and a tight angle shot stopped by Follier off the side of the goal. King looks to pinch in, back the other way goes Alan Chow. Chow with Sang right behind him, and a great save made by Graf on Chow. Phenomenal work to weave through the defenseman, and now it's Andrew Zhang back the other way. A poke on him by Charlie Boggs as he looks to flip it out. Keeping it in is Greg Steckel, and a big hit laid by Chow. Alan Zhang in the slot. Took a hit there, I think, from Lee, as this one has been quite the physical shift, as continuing it, Charlie Boggs on Zach Keschner.
Man, this game has really been picking up over the past 10 minutes of gameplay or so.
This entire weekend has been absolutely crazy in terms of the physicality. We talked to the Duke players about that. They did not see that coming at all, but it has made for an entertaining series for sure. On the far side, that's Jack Wigmore entering the zone, turning it over to Zach Keschner as he'll cut back through the Ice Forum logo. One-on-one against Honeybone, his shot gobbled up by Foley.
Going off what you mentioned, Sterling,
I
definitely did not
take a moment to
expect
point
this
out
Duke
Levi
weekend
Miller,
to be
number 19. He's on hat-trick watch right now, so keep an eye on him.
2 quick goals in that first period. See if he can get it. Andy, you're starting to say something?
Sorry, I didn't mean to talk at the same time as Jack. It's a little hard to hear up here, but yeah, it's been we did not really expect this weekend to be such a physical weekend, but you know, this is a fun matchup. Hopefully we can continue this in the future.
Yeah, 100%. First time these teams have met in a while as Tech new ACC hockey members this season, as there's a nice save made by Ryan Graff. As we talked about in the pregame, they locked up the Georgia division with the win yesterday. First round bye for GT. Their most likely second round opponent will possibly be one of Georgetown, East Carolina, or Richmond. And if it's ECU, what a matchup that would be after the thrilling overtime outdoor game back in Charlotte in November.
See Ruben there, not afraid to throw some hands. Looks like the ref has got maybe both of them in the box here.
Oh, we'll see. Ruben going right in for Tech.
Looks like he's a little mad at the ref.
Yeah, both players are, looks like. Lewis Lapham for Duke, Eli Rubin for Tech. Looks like 2 minutes for roughing.
Yeah, as you were saying though, Sterling, that ECU matchup would be quite a thriller. You know, that game kind of doubled for us. Luckily, we didn't lose in regulation there, but obviously the Jackets lost in overtime. Still got 2 points there, but I think we can all agree that we had control of that game for most of it. Kind of gave
Our
it
center
away.
out here, Colin Dorcas, number 7. He is our one of our seniors that's remaining, I suppose. He also happens to be my roommate. He's a great guy. His dad Wade flew in to watch his son play his senior night, so special shout out to the Dorcas family.
Yep, he's been a very good line mate for you as well. Probably amazing roommate. I've gotten to know him a bit more this season on some of the trips. Great guy as he looks for the backdoor goal there. As that one pops free in front at the crease. Duke looking for the clear. Sawyer Howe, the puck went off him, and McLean Boyd will give it back to him. McLean Boyd up the near side for Dorcas now. Took a shot, blocked in front by Brandon. They'll put it back in front. There's a shot from Howe, and a nice stop made by Foley. In the far corner, Luke Brandon getting it ahead, and to the near side goes Honeybone. Content to just slap it in deep, rims it around the boards. And this one pops into neutral ice for Alan Chow to pick up. Chow has been all over this weekend in terms of the physicality. And now in deep goes Charlie Boggs. Sawyer Howe back on it for Tech. Has Dorcas to his right, Boyd to his left, content to slow up as he looks for a lane. Some pressure there from Tessie and Daya. Turnover to Chow and a phenomenal deep the backdoor feed. Doesn't connect with Daya as Dorcas will knock him off the puck and skate 1-on-2. Dorcas cuts through and lost the handle. A nice poke from Max Honeybone to knock him off. Dorcas staying with the right circle, sliding it across. The backhand feed for Levi Miller as he was looking for 3. Didn't get the shot off that time. Now Steckel, a nice weave, and his shot deflected out of play.
Looks like his stick might be a little too curved.
Really quickly, every plate at Community Q is made fresh daily, and leftovers go straight to the food bank. That's barbecue with flavor and with heart.
This face-off's in an area where our center here, Sean Connolly, had a beautiful goal a couple games ago, I believe against Florida State. His top left corner, he picked that corner from a tough angle, and it was a beautiful goal to watch.
Oh yes, that was the 5-5 goal there in Savannah. As we talked about just 3 years ago, his brother Matthew was able to find the back of the net against that very same FSU team in Savannah, so really nice connection for the Connolly brothers. Here goes Sean up the right side, gets it across to Prasanna. The puck was on his backhand though, And back with Connolly on the near half wall. Roy, instant feed over to Miller. The shot deflected in front as Foley pounces on it.
Looks like the puck was still loose there. Pranay Prasanna a little frustrated that the ref blew it a little early.
He's looking to dig for that one, trying to find the back of the net on senior night. Looks like has a ton of fans in attendance, which is great to see.
I think the ice form might explode if Pranay Prasanna scores tonight.
Let's hope, let's hope. This one too far for Alan Chow. Andrew Zhang to Braden King. Up the far wall, Prasanna, now Connolly. Greg Steckel with the lane, and it goes wide. Blocker side, what a look for Steckel as he's looking to continue his hot streak on the offense.
Yeah, Greg Steckel got moved up to offense here recently. I think that's with the addition of Rowan Agarwal to our D-core, but, you know, liking that aggressiveness on offense.
Has a couple of goals this semester now as a forward. One against Florida State and one yesterday against Duke. Yesterday, showing off the mitts, a couple really nice deeks, and the backhand finish for Tech's second of the game. Or excuse me, first of the game that was. Steckel still with it on this near side, bumped off it momentarily by Zhang. They look to wrap it around with the tight angle shot, and it pops free to the left point with Boyd. Into the near corner now, Steckel tight angle, and Foley held his post well. A nice save there on what's probably Tech's 41st shot of the night. Sean Connolly looking to dig this one free with Lewis Lapham for Duke. Now it's Zhang for Duke. As Keshner looked to put it in front, Andrew Zhang for Tech through traffic, blocked in front by his own man Connolly. And back with McLean Boyd. Connecting here with Zach Keshner, left circle now, high slot. Good poke from Chow, but Keshner stays with it. And now Max Honeybone the other way for the Blue Devils. It'll pop free, and skating with this one is Ben, and now Chow at the right point, looking towards Honeybone as he'll collect it at the goal line. Off the end wall there, skates with it to the near wing, surveying on the backhand pass, broken up by Keshner, as he was looking for Eric Soltau, but the pass broken up. Gets it to him eventually far side. Soltau left circle looking to test Foley, and a save made there.
Fans, in case you missed
As we approach the 10-minute mark here, this third period, usually these halfway through the period is used as a media or TV timeout rather. But I'd just like to take a moment to thank Sterling for all the work that he's done. 2 years ago, in the 2023 to 24 season, one of our last games was on an iPad. And in a matter of 15 or 18 months, Sterling has really taken this thing from zero to hero, even getting the attention of people on ESPN who are interested in putting his work under their domain. So, Sterling, you're a great broadcaster. You have incredible work ethic, but you're an even better friend. So, thank you for all you've done for this team and for me personally. You're a great guy.
Well, thank you so much, Jack. Couldn't have done it without your support this whole time. You've been an amazing friend as well. Wednesday night's the last broadcast here on the GT Hockey channel for my time as a student. We'll say some good thank yous at the end, get you involved there. For now, though, we still have more hockey to play, and I'm excited to see you back out there on Wednesday.
Definitely. 10 miles left in this race, so it'll be quite a cinematic ending, I believe, given how this past period and a half have gone.
Let's hope so. Georgia Tech still up by 4. Once again, it was a 4-goal first period for the Jackets, marked by 2 first career goals and 2 goals from Levi Miller. Duke would respond in the second on the breakaway with Dugan. It was followed up by Sawyer Howe, and that's how we arrive at this 5-1 game. Levi Miller getting it ahead. It's Daya's shot through traffic. That one went wide of Ryan Graff. Now a chance in front in the slot. You got the fans getting fired up now. I'm partly trying to broadcast, partly trying to listen to them. But Duke at the right circle puts it in front. Penalty coming up on the Jackets. I don't think Foley realizes it. Now he does as he's off to the bench. The Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets get the touch as Sawyer Howe wants to get involved with Jack Wigmore, but this one all tame for now. Before we head to this power play, one last read for you all. Thank you to Sonny's Barbecue. Hungry for more than just one of your barbecue favorites? Sonny's Barbecue's Pitmaster Picks lets you choose 2 to 4 meats, 2 sides, and bread. The perfect way to enjoy the taste of tradition.
Looks like they're giving the Jackets a second for Levi Miller's running of his mouth. Going to be a 5-on-3 for the Jackets potentially. It's going to be an interesting lineup here. We got Sean Connolly taking the draw, Aiden Roy, and McLean Boyd on defense.
Oh wow! So a big opportunity for Duke. Down for the offense needs to start now, and it does! What a release in the slot! My goodness! Harry Pratt makes it a 3-goal game.
Wow, I literally looked away for 1 second and they scored.
5 seconds into the man advantage. The Blue Devils capitalize once again as they've been doing so well this weekend. 2-5 game now. So Duke still on the power play, it looks like, for a minute 45.
Georgia Tech penalty to number 21, Joshua Lee. 2
This
minutes
is
for tripping. Time of the penalty.
looks like another delayed penalty.
for Georgia Tech.
What is going on for Georgia Tech? Aiden Roy off to the box for a slash. And things get ever more interesting now. 3-goal game. Duke was on the power play for a minute 33. They'll have that time at 5-on-3, most likely now.
Oh, this is...
Well, they just put a blue Duke. Whoa.
It's on Duke here.
Huh.
The Duke goaltender was skating to the bench as if we're on Georgia Tech.
He was well off the ice by that point, but in the box for Duke is Alan Sang.
Mr. Honeybone really loves chatting up the refs. He's, big forward from Dallas, Texas.
Unfortunately for Duke, there's very little you can do here about changing the referee's mind. So 4-on-4 it is.
4-on-4 we skate for a minute 33, as you said. That was really interesting situation as Duke thought they had the power play, and it was listed as a Duke power play on the scoreboard here at the ice for him initially, but as we've said, 4-on-4 hockey underway. Alan Chow the other way, looking to get the offense going. A beautiful feed to Lewis Lapham to the slot with Honeybone. There's the tight angle shot, blocked immediately.
2 minutes for slashing. Time of the penalty, 11:19.
Looks like the ref doesn't want to let him do anything here. Braden King, number 44, and Duke, number 25, Max Honeybone, get into a little bit of extracurricular there outside the puck, and he's off to the bench. Excuse me. Honeybone blows him a kiss on the way, too.
Max Honeybone has been quite the entertainment for us, talking to the refs right in front. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Thank you for the comments. We got a shout out to Keegan Goodell. Jack, we had a couple of comments for you in the first. We'll have to take a look at that later. Math teacher Joe, shout out, back in the chat.
Hi, Uncle Joe.
Love to see you here. Molnar shot, just high and wide. Oh my goodness. A bench miner on Georgia Tech after all of that.
Wow. Very rare to see the play get stopped because of someone on the bench talking to the referees.
Cole does not want to let the boys go tonight. He's stopping everything.
Well, while we have a brief hiatus, I think one more senior I haven't touched on is Ethan Molnar, number 22. He is same major as I am, aerospace engineering. He's a year older than I am, so he's given me some pretty sound advice as I advance through the curriculum. I studied abroad at the same place that he did the year after he did, and he gave me some tips and tricks for that, and his mother as well. She reached out to my mother and gave her some itineraries that their family followed when they came to visit. So another great family and a guy that will surely be missed.
Well, that's a great tribute, Jack. You've been a phenomenal host on this senior night tonight. Duke with 35 seconds to go on their power play for now. As Georgia Tech just took a bench miner there, they'll keep it in at the right point to the bumper and a shot. Maybe went just wide, maybe got Graf. Maybe Graf got a piece. Right point now, they'll slide it across, looking to set up a lap of one-timer. Works it to Alan Chow as he'll dig it free to Harry Graf. Now Luke Brandon curls up at the left wing, looking to make something happen, drops it below the goal line. The pass intercepted, and Colin Dorcas, a short-handed breakaway. Dorcas scores! Dorcas dragging it to the backhand to restore the 4-goal lead.
Big goal for our third-year senior on senior night. You know, he's got his dad out for the game, so happy to see him score on that one.
Look at this beautiful deke, gets Foley to bite, drop to the butterfly position, and the backhand finish. Colin Dorcas on my very first broadcast last season against Florida State scored a breakaway goal with that exact same deke. Sawyer Howe looking to add. You could hear the call from late Colin Dorcas with his 6th goal of the season. Had 26 points coming into tonight, tied for the lead with Sawyer Howe and you, Jack Golick.
Can we take a moment to recognize that top line? They all have the same number of points with an unbelievably different spread in the way they got those points. Yes, Sawyer with the goal-heavy points, Colin with the assist-heavy, and Jack split right down the middle.
No, I'm very proud of this team and the way that how much growth we've seen since we started off this first game of the year since Alabama. We've really come together as a whole. I think everyone has really found their role, and it takes a village to play a game like this. And I think we're really moving along. I'm proud of this group of guys. From everyone, every line, regardless of playing time, everyone's really embracing their role, and it's a lot of fun to be a part of.
You can see on the ice, I've come to a few practices throughout the season to try to work on some broadcast stuff. You could always see how hard everybody works, and it's great to see that good team culture here at Georgia Tech.
Almost a second for Matt Shane there.
He is
battle for that puck.
Had himself a really nice night, of course, with his first of his young career. Was looking for his second with the backdoor feed. So Duke looking to get something going. Down 4 in the final 5 minutes coming right up. A tape-to-tape feed, and they'll get it ahead with Tessie and Dyer. Daya gains entry and a big hit from Levi Miller. Penalty coming up.
That's an unbelievable penalty right there. That was a clean hit.
Curious what
They
the
really
call
don't want
is.
him to score his third.
Oh, that contact is that? Yeah. Interesting. Roughing.
Rough.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's up to the discretion of the official, so
yeah,
we'll leave it at that, I think.
Now Levi could not, it looked like he couldn't believe it when he was coming into the box.
Yeah.
That does look pretty clean in my opinion, but
He did a good job composing himself, though. He didn't say anything extra.
He got hitting a little guy. It's bound to be called quite a bit.
Fair enough. Duke on the power play, a minute 50 here in the final 5 minutes. Now digging away for this one is Jack Wigmore for Duke, McLean Boyd for Tech, and it'll pop free to Harry Pratt. Pratt looking to get it in deep. Joshua Lee slaps it around the wall, too far for Lapham, and Foley's gonna dish that puck right to him. Lapham will start the breakout here, and a cross-ice feed to Max Honeybone. Behind his back now, gains entry left wing. Allen Zhang there for Duke. Cullen Dorcas, another shorthanded rush, has Prasanna with him, and the pass doesn't connect on the tape. What a look that was.
Barn would have lit up for that one.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as I saw him rushing. My goodness. Man. Colin Dorcas nearly just received that pass. Some really nice shorthanded looks for him. Of course, just scored shorthanded for the 6th goal of the night for Tech. 38 seconds left on the Duke power play with Allen Zhang. Flips it on goal. Ryan Graff will steer it aside. Laying the body was Aiden Roy. Puts it in deep. McLean Boyd for Tech. Does not get the clear. Max Honeybone right circle now. Ends up below the goal line. Lapham, and a good save made by Graff.
It's an ideal situation for Tech, getting the puck iced with only less than 20 seconds left on that kill. They got fresh legs out there and they're ready to go once even strength hits in 2 seconds.
Yep, took up all the time. That's back on the ice. Should be Levi Miller. I saw Eli Rubin, all right. Ethan Molnar shot denied by Foley. He'll hold on. Cue up that most recent opportunity. Ethan Molnar again. As we had the nice tribute from Jack, he was looking for a goal on senior night there. A good stop made by Foley. Right off the draw, a penalty coming up.
Looks like we got some of our guys chirping from the stands too. A whole lot of ejections tonight. We got the 2 from yesterday and the 2 from tonight.
Oh yeah. That's Eli Rubin in the box to our left. So another Duke power play should just about end this one. 2:49 to go in regulation time. Draw to the left of Ryan Graff, won by Zach Kushner as Tech looks for the clear. Ethan Molnar gets it out of the zone, and there he goes! Molnar's on the backhand, and a great poke check there from Daniel Foley.
That was an impressive poke check.
My goodness, that could have been the second shorthanded goal on the breakaway for Tech this period. This time Foley read it well, but Georgia Tech gets another clear.
Didn't want another Cullen Dorcas situation on his hands, it looked like.
Nope, he read that one beautifully. Tessin Daya on it for the Blue Devils. Skates into zone, reverses course there to Charlie Boggs. Molnar and now Andrew Zhang will skate from right to left.
looks to gain entry and create a shorthanded rush for himself. Slows up, left point, connects with Molnar, looking to drag it to the backhand. The puck ends up with Zach Keschner. Chips it to the right point with Andrew Zhang. Content to just kill off the time on the power play, dropping it off to McLean Boyd. Connecting with Molnar and now Keschner. Left circle, drags it, looks to cut to the net, ends up behind it, lost control to Lewis Lapham, and back the other way goes Harry Pratt, and now Alan Zhang. Zhang takes a hit from Boyd, as there's a backhand feed to the right circle. The puck immobilized, but it's Joshua Lee on the backhand to Zach Keschner. Keschner in deep with 15 left on the power play. Daniel Foley will just drop it off in the final minute of this one. Final 5 seconds on the Rubin penalty. Joshua Lee with the clear gets Rubin out of the box. And 45 seconds left in this one. Alan Zhang to Lewis Lapham out of the zone, and it's McLean Boyd. Looking to flip it to safety, it's Pranay Prasanna. Will gain entry up the left wing. Now left circle, backhands it, looking for Rubin backdoor. They get it to Joshua Lee, but he can't hold the zone. This D-to-D feed over to McLean Boyd with 20. Back for Joshua Lee here. Reverses course to Boyd with 12 seconds left on this one.
Looks like Pranay's cherry picking here.
Oh, they'll get the home run feed, but it's broken up. Nevertheless, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets sweep the Duke Blue Devils here at the Ice Forum. 6-2 final in game number 2.
Gotta mention clinching that top 4 seed for the ACC playoffs as well.
Well done for Georgia Tech. They've earned that first round bye absolutely with this performance. And for Ryan Graff, how good does that feel? A recruiting battle last spring between Tech and Duke, commits to Tech ultimately, and walks away with 2 wins against the Blue Devils.
Sweet, sweet victory there.
Prasanna hyping the crowd up. Any main takeaways or any thoughts at all as we end this broadcast?
Yeah, I'll start with Duke. I want to give them some credit here. They're short on numbers. I know they were going through that battle of numbers all weekend, but I think they played pretty well, all things considered. And of course, Georgia Tech, yesterday not giving the performance that they expected or wanted. But today, a couple of key guys really stepped up, gave it their all, and picked up the pace from yesterday. So I think it's a great improvement. We can see our president, Colin Chambliss, fired up at the exit, greeting players as they leave the ice surface. Love to see that, and let's hope that Georgia Tech can continue this effort into Wednesday against Kennesaw State.
Absolutely glad to see the boys hyping each other up, even if they're not on the ice. And just like Jack said, I think that the pregame locker room speech was a little bit more about, we pulled out the win last night, but it was a little ugly. Coaches wanted a bigger gap, and the boys secured that tonight, so great win. And I just want to say also, thank you very much to Sterling. Setting up this broadcast has been absolutely amazing. You know, my job off the ice has been trying to elevate the program in our publicity, getting better fan engagement, and you know, that extends to our fans at home too, outside of Georgia. So I just want to say thank you to Sterling for not only setting all this broadcast up, but coming to every game and doing play-by-play, keeping the fans entertained, and keeping everything running smoothly. So thank you, Sterling.
Thank you, Andy.
And one last comment. I know I'm doing color commissary, but so is Andy Hildrum. Some of you might know this, some might not, but our team is entirely student-run. Everything from gathering the coaching staff to booking away trips to our social media presence. And Andy Hildrum is our PR guy, so he's responsible for everything you see on this broadcast, really, and on the Instagram. Sterling, of course, as well. But Andy, it is his role, and he's really embraced this past year. And yeah, we're really glad to have him. All the work he's done to really elevate our program, it's very impressive, especially given the workload that comes with being a Georgia Tech student. And Andy has really flourished, and he's done a great job. So thank you, Andy.
Thank you, Jack. And thank you, Sterling, for having us up here for this game. This has been a ton of fun.
It's
been a different way to experience the game. Yesterday I was a fan, and today I'm in the broadcast booth. This is a lot of fun. It's like watching an NHL game. So.
Well, we hope you enjoyed the experience. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Coming up next on the GT Hockey YouTube channel, Wednesday night at 9:10 p.m., the regular season finale for Georgia Tech. The last broadcast on the channel this season. For now, Georgia Tech walks away with the 6-2 win. For Andy Hildrum and Jack Golick, I'm Sterling Kalogeris. We'll see you Wednesday night.